Can you give us a sense of the flavor of the debate on the floor and what you're hearing? A lot of angry comments yesterday aimed at a couple of your colleagues, including Barney Frank and Congressman John Lewis, using the N-word as some of the protesters jeered at him as he walked through the halls of the Capitol.
Yeah, well, I think that when you use totalitarian tactics, people begin to act crazy, and I think there's people that have every right to say what they want. If they want to smear someone, they can do it. It's not appropriate, and I think I would stop short of characterizing the 20,000 people who are protesting that all of them were doing that. I mean,
those are just some of the stories, just some of the
yeah, of course, and I think that the left loves to play up a couple incidents here or there.
I had a comment and a question for Congressman Becerra. The first thing I wanted to observe, I really tried to get in when Congressman Nunes was on the program, and I took some exceptions to what he was saying when you first asked him about some of the reports that from some of the demonstrations in Washington against this bill, that the N-word was used. And he sort of justified his comment in saying when there's a totalitarian system, then people have a tendency to get just as aroused, and they use those kind of terms. I really think that in certainly a decorum and civility, that was unacceptable with his response.
But also his earlier point about some of the language being used by protesters on Capitol Hill yesterday.
I find it offensive. There's no excuse for that. And maybe it was a slip of the tongue by some, regardless of whether it was or wasn't. It has no place in this country. It's a free country. We get to say what we wish. I know that. But there's a lot of history behind that, and I don't think there's any excuse that it can be given, and there never should be. And I think if we could descend on some of those folks and let them see the ways of this country, they would change their mind about what they think. But they said it, and in this country, they get to say it. By God, they get to say it, but we move forward, and those who were the subject of those kinds of attack continue to rise up. In fact, we have a president of the United States that refutes the kind of statement that was made there by those who said those words.